Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for clicking play on the video. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, and my job is to showcase products from Stampin' Up to inspire you to make your own paper craft projects on your paper craft journey. This is our project for today. I thought this is a really nice, simple men's card, and I don't have many men's cards in my stash, so it's quite useful to do that. And it's also made for our Project Share blog hop, which this month the theme is neutrals. So if I show you my swatch, here's my swatch of all our family colours, and here is the neutrals one. These are the colours that I could choose from to make my card. Now, if you look at that palette of colours, you'll realise that they're not really the colours that I work with most of the time. But it was quite nice to have this challenge to do this. And so what I decided to do was use two of the greys. So I've used Smoky Slate and Basic Grey, and then just a little bit of Merry Merlot. And this time I'm going to use some browns. I'm going to use Soft Suede and Crumb Cake, and then bring in a bit of Mossy Meadow on this one. So yeah, it's quite nice to be challenged sometimes, I think. So what are we going to do? I've got all the bits and pieces that I need here. First of all, I'm going to take my sheet of Crumb Cake and I'm going to cut it in half vertically. So we're making a tent fold card, so it stands up like that. You see? A different way to what I normally do it, but I'm just trying to use that way. It does take photographs much better if I do that, partly, but also because it just stands up quite nicely. Right, so I've cut it at 10.5 centimetres or 4 1/8, and then I'm going to score at 14.9 centimetres, and then I might just need to trim a little tiny bit off. Yes, a little bit of there to trim off. So I've just folded it. I'm just going to trim off that little bit of excess there, so I get a nice neat bottom of my card. There we go, just that little bit. There we are. So that's all the cutting of my card base. I'm just going to bring my bone folder in and just press my bone folder along the bottom there where I cut it, because you get a sort of lip from using the trimmer, so that just smooths it out, and along the side where it was cut, and then you get nice smooth surfaces. So that's that. Then I'm going to bring in a piece of soft suede. This is from our family stacks. You get 2 different designs. They're both double-sided, so in fact you get 4 different designs in whatever family you decide to buy. This is of course the neutrals, and I am going to cut this to 10 centimetres or about 4 inches if you're working in imperial, and then I'm going to cut it down here to about 14.4. Now I might put that on, might decide I want a slightly bigger border, but let's have a look first of all. There we go. Yeah, can you see? Maybe I do want a little slightly bigger, want the borders to be a bit bigger, so I'm going to trim a little bit more off. Now you can do this by measuring if you want to. I tend to do quite a lot of things by eye. I don't know whether that's good or not, but that's how I do it. So there we go. So I've trimmed that off and then put that on there. So what you're aiming for is to have the same width of border all the way around. So let's pop my trimmer away, and we'll take some Tombow. Just going to use my bone folder to smooth that crease so it lays down. Just go around my paper and then bring in my Tombow and just a little bit of Tombow. So I'm pressing very gently so I get a very, very fine stream of glue. Don't want a big blobby lot of glue. And then with my cocktail stick, just there we are. And then pop that on the front there, and that's the front of our card done. And then we're going to work on the tag. So I'm going to stamp on a piece of Merry Merlot one of our tie images from the Handsomely Suited stamp set. On this one, on the Merry Merlot one, I did it in Merry Merlot. I did like stamping. Can't quite see that pattern dominantly enough, I don't think. So I'm going to do it in black on here, and I'm going to use the other tie. I'm going to use the dotty sort of diamond dot tie. So I just found a clear block. I think I'm probably going to need an H block for this. Just fits on there, look, like that. And then I'm going to use black memento this time. There we go. And then there we go. That's fine. And then we are going to bring in my little mini trimmer. I'm just going to move my grid paper out of the way for a bit. Bring in my mini trimmer. And I got the plates somewhere, and I don't know what, oh, there they are. I was going to say, I don't know what I've done with them. Right, I need to cut out a tag. It's the biggest tag. Just checking, yes, it's the biggest tag from this one. These are the tailor-made tags. Absolutely lovely. Love them, love them, love them. Really useful to make cards and tags with these. So that goes on there. That goes through there. Like so. Look at how easily that falls out. That's so easy to do. And then I'm going to take my tie, and I'm going to find the die to cut out my tie. This would be, if you haven't got the dies, don't worry, because this would be really easy to just fussy cut this piece. So I wouldn't worry at all if you've not bought the dies. There are a lot of our die sets that sometimes I think if you're not going to make hundreds and hundreds of cards with them, maybe you don't need the dies. I don't know. Shouldn't say that, should I? As my job is actually to try and sell you products, but that's just how I feel about it. You've got lots. You might spend more money on stamp sets and things then. Hey ho, here we go. So as I've got the dies, I'm going to use them, and it does make it quicker, I guess, and it does give you a slightly neater finish. There we go. Right, and now what we're going to do, I'm just going to put my die cutter out of the way for a sec. I'll bring that back in a minute. I'm just going to take my tie and I'm going to glue it to the top there with a little bit of the tie hanging off the bottom there like that. Now you'll see that by doing that, sorry, that's a bit runny, that Tombow, let's get that's better. You'll see by doing that, I'll lose the hole. So we're going to have to do something about the hole at the top of the tag in a sec. So let's just spread that glue out like so. And glue this. So the top of the tie is right at the top of the tag, and the bottom of the tie is going off the bottom of the edge. Like so. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put the tag back into the die. So you should be able to get that to sit in there. You might want to use a little bit of washi tape to hold it in place. Just trying to get it in the right place, like so. Right, you might want to use a little bit of washi tape to hold that in place, like I say, so it doesn't slip as you actually do it, like so. And then just put that back in your die cutter. Don't need that bit of washi tape, otherwise it's going to stick too much. There we go. Put it back in your die cutter, if you could find the top plate. Oh, there it is, it's underneath. And just put that top bit of the tag through again, and that will just cut out the hole, hopefully. So it will go, there we go. So now I've got the hole going through to tie my twine. So let's bring my grid paper back. So we are going to put some twine. I'm going to use the grey twine again. This was from the Handsomely Suited suite when we had it. But you can use it, of course, if you've got white, if you've got white twine, you can always use blends to colour it to whatever colour you want it. So I suppose I could have done some twine and done it in crumb cake or something. There we go. There we are. Pull that through. And I'll trim that off in a minute. Oh, I've got to stamp Happy Birthday. Happy Birthday is from the Art Gallery stamp set. Very nice, simple little Happy Birthday. Like so. And I'm going to stamp that in crumb cake, I think. Grab my crumb cake. Luckily this is photopolymer, so you'll be able to see where you're stamping it and hopefully get it straight. So it just goes along here. Sorry if my head was in the way, you do need to be right over it to line that up. There we go, and that goes there. And then you just need some dimensionals. If I can find some dimensionals. Where's my dimensionals gone? Here they are. I need some big ones, I think, today. Some of our normal dimensionals. Oh, look, we've got a bit of washi tape stuck there. Let's just remove that. There we go. We don't need that on there. There. And some tweezers. There we are. So I hope you like this little card. I think it's quite a nice, it's a very simple little card, but I think it'd be really nice for any of the men in your life. If you've got men that go to work in an office, it's really good for my brother. He has to look quite smart. He's a business manager in a sixth form college. I think I have already made him a card with the Handsomely Suited, but the thing about it is it's so versatile that I could send him this one as well. So there we go, that's going to go on there. I'm liking this colour scheme, the green with the brown. There we go. And then we are done. Oh no, we're not quite. We're going to do just a little insert inside. Hold that thought. There we are. And that goes there. And then you might just, I'm just doing that by eye. Again, if you're not sure, you could measure it. I'm just going to trim off my twine a little bit so that just hangs down like that. Excellent. So there's my two cards. I'm just going to do the insert for that one. I'm just going to grab a piece of basic white, thin basic white. I'm going to take, look, I've got a little strip of that paper. Do you think that's wide enough? Should I cut another bit? Maybe I'll cut another bit. So I've got a bit of leftover DSP from the front. So let's just cut a little strip of that. There we are. So here you can see I just carried it through from inside. This was from the Simply Elegant paper, which is a DSP in the annual catalogue, one of the specialities because it's foiled on the other side, but I quite like that plain grey effect. There we go. And smooth it out, and then that's just going to glue inside. Oh, I didn't cut it down, did I? Need to cut this down. I'll do it after I've stuck this on. Oh, I'm all at 6s and 7s tonight. I'm doing this in quite, can you tell I'm doing this in quite a hurry so that it's ready to be posted on Saturday when the blog hop goes live. So, don't know where the time goes at the minute. It's in the run up to Christmas. Everything's so busy, isn't it? I'm trying to do food shopping and Christmas shopping and all sorts. Right, okay, so let's just trim this down a little bit. So I think it could be 9.5 this way if I want quite a wide border. And then maybe I'll do it down to 13.5. No, we'll do it down to just over 14 and see what happens there. Let's see. Yeah, that'll do. That's fine. Just a little bit of Tombow in there. So, just in case you're not aware, we have got a sale going on at the minute. We've got our last chance product sale, so that anything that's leaving the mini catalogue, the autumn winter mini catalogue, is now most of it is on the retiring list. A lot of it is very heavily discounted. There's a lot of things that are 50% discounted. Some are 40, some are 30, some are 20, some are 10, but a lot are 50%, so it's half price. A lot of half price stamp sets if you want to grab a bargain. We've also had a clearance rack update, so there are things on the clearance rack, although a lot of the good things sold out really quickly. And I also just want to let you know that my buy one get one free sale is back up and running on my blog. There'll be a link to my blog below, and the buy one get one free sale is in the navigation at the top of the blog. And that is if you buy, they're all my some of my retired products, and if you buy one you can then choose any other one free, so the cheapest one of each pair would be for absolutely free, so you could grab a bargain there as well. But that's it from me today. Hope you like these little cards, and I'll be back very soon. Oh, before I go, just a reminder that my code, if you are going to be shopping online in my shop, please use my code and then I can send you a free product gift next month. D76EQNDC is my code for December. Thanks very much for watching. Lovely to have you here, and I'll be back really, really soon. Bye for now. Bye.